I think equality is here. It's not in terms of showing somebody that I'm dressing beautifully or smartly and that's why I'm liberated. My mind should also be liberated. Women are actually misusing the powers. Sorry, this might sound controversial. Power is like a dynamite. You know, you can create things out of it and
Or
you
destroy.
can destroy things out of it. Open invitation to negativity, or you know your boundaries with your body language. You kind of go, you know what? With your body language, you show to people that this is where you stop and this is where you come and help me. I had to. It was an uncomfortable zone. You will not learn anything if you're not uncomfortable. So
Yes.
get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Do that bungee jumping that you want to do, that 50
Yeah.
meters. I would like everybody on this YouTube to put in the comment, maybe tell me when you were struggling as a lady, as a woman, how did you get up?
Hello friends, this is Mohsin Jaffrey and welcome to my talk show, Business Hero, broadcasting straight from the land of opportunities, Australia. Friends, today's is going to be something different from what I've been doing in the past, because today, friends, it's International Women's Day. And the idea of doing this podcast today is to celebrate and salute the empowerment, the incredible achievements, the success stories of womanhood in not only business space, but all spaces under the sky. In order to do that and deep dive, I've got somebody who's a near dear friend of mine, Shelly Ahuja, and I can only say one thing about her. She has achieved incredible success in the business space, and she is an inspiring leader. She's inspiring every woman in Australia, and I'm sure outside Australia, and she's breaking barriers every single day. Shelly, welcome to the podcast Business Hero, and thank you so much for taking time out.
I am so humbled. You said all those things. I don't think I deserve those, but thank you. I will take it by my heart. Thanks.
You personify every word I said.
Thank you.
Trust you and me, because first of all, let me say,
Yes.
I am too small a person to talk about Women's Day. I haven't contributed a zilch in this space, but I thought if it is a day, then we need to celebrate, we need to salute, we need to empower more. So I am nobody. So please excuse me if I say something which does not go with the theme and the ethos of International Women's Day. But whatever I said about you, it came from the heart. And obviously, you in doing and going after whatever you have decided, in the endeavor of doing that, you inspire a lot of people. And Shelly, you are doing that. Knowingly, inadvertently, you are doing, and I'm sure you're inspiring a lot of women.
Again, thank you so much. I am feeling very humbled. But yes, thank you so much for having me on this show, Mohsin sir. I think the journey wasn't easy, like every woman would say that, becoming a businesswoman. I belong to a service class where my parents have been lecturers and teachers, and I always have that service mind in my head. But there are some people who helped me change that mindset to a businesswoman, and business is a completely different ball game.
Yeah. So let's start. Where do you come from? What's your background? How did you decide to come to Australia?
Coming to Australia was very natural and was easy, to be honest, considering what people are going through nowadays. Very difficult journey, getting a permanent residency. But I think we got it easy. My husband is an accountant, so he applied for permanent residency, got it like that. So we came like that. We have family here, so they kind of coaxed us to come here. But a great land of opportunities, like you said. I started working with Education Queensland here with different schools because I'm a lecturer, I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher by heart. And through, you'll see the passion coming through, an educator. But when I started, when I was in Education Queensland, my principal did not recognize my leadership qualities.
Okay.
And that's where she kept on saying to me, I said to her, when are you giving me opportunity for head of department? And she would say, you're not ready. I said, when will I be ready? And she said, when you will do your master's. With 2 kids, teenagers with full-on family, in-laws. I did masters at Griffith University for special needs. And then I went back to her. I said, now? She says, no, you're not ready. And I'm like, seriously? And that's where I felt rejected and I felt it was a failure, where she did not recognize me. And that's when I started my business.
Wonderful. And which year was this?
2018.
2018. So
Yeah.
just before COVID. So,
Correct.
So the challenge actually became an opportunity for you.
Yes, she rejected me completely, and that rejection actually, the good thing with me is I thrive on challenges. I'm like this plant.
Yeah.
The plant, they grow on water and fertilizer. My fertilizer, my water is challenge.
Challenges.
You give me a challenge and I'm like, bring it on.
Okay. And how many years you worked in Education Queensland? For 12 years.
For more than 12 years, yes.
All right. And you were looking after any specific department, any specific?
I was with special needs kids, and that's where my community also comes. I do volunteer for a school called Ashirvad, which is a school for a non-voluntary organization in India, in Ludhiana, my city. And I volunteer for them, still volunteer. I'm a board member there. And it's these special needs kids, the children with autism, children with dyslexia, they're very close to my heart, because nobody supports a student who is struggling and everybody supports a student, average student or a high flyer. But I'm a very support person. I like to support people, especially who are trying to get up from basics. So you will see students who've given PT tests so many times, here, there, everywhere, and then they come to me. I give them their score first attempt, because that is my passion. Lift up people from ground and just take them up there wherever they want to go. Yeah.
And I think I always believe we were born in a different era. But if you go to school, you had like the school I went to. Mostly there were women teachers.
Yes.
Okay, the principal, the vice principal. English teacher, most of the teachers were women, and I'm sure in your school also. So I think we as men are more attuned to listening to women, because at home we listen to our mother.
Yes.
Then we listen to teachers who are predominantly, I don't want to do any, I'm not here sexist, but I think there is a larger proportion of women in teaching.
Yes.
And I think there is a logic to it, because you have the patience and probably you have the natural ability to understand from other person's or a student's point of view.
It's instinctual.
There is emotions, there is empathy.
That's true. Yes.
The empathy level in women is higher, and probably that makes women better teachers than men, I guess. This is what I feel.
So you have to know your superpowers.
Yeah.
And I know that my superpowers, especially now as a businesswoman who's teaching PT, IELTS, NAATI, is that I see score on students' head. That's my superpower. When they enter my premises, I know they are currently, let's say, on 48, 58, and then they want to go to 65, and they sit in my labs and practice. I start seeing that score going high up. It is very scary, but I actually see a number. So, and then I say to them, it's like a crystal ball. I say to them, you are going to get this score. You get 62 and they get 64. So it's amazing that when we know our own superpowers, we know ourselves. And as women, like you said, we're very intuitive. And with me, it's very energy focused.
Yeah. Okay.
If I see a student crying or very low in my labs, I'll just call them here, and then the Pandora box opens and they share things and I help them. I don't know whether my job is not a counselor. I'm not a counselor here, but the words I use, I try to motivate them, and then you go and see them in the labs, and there's completely different aura around them. And that's how I got my name, Aura Education, the new college.
Yeah, I want to discuss about the two
names.
different businesses you run parallelly. So one is your PT center, the language center, which is Wings.
Yes.
And the other one is a college, which is Aura. So what was the thought process that there was a challenge from Education Queensland, and then you said, all right, I want to do something on my own.
Yes.
Why language center? Why training center? Why not something else?
Yes, it came very easy to me because my dad has 10 centers in India as well. So
Same business?
same business.
Oh, wonderful.
So I
So
was
it was
like,
in your
yeah,
DNA?
It is in the DNA, but I think I was wrong somewhere, and that's where the businesswoman comes around. I think I was wrong there because when I was with Dad, I was teaching all the time. I was still in a service mode. I wasn't in the business mode.
All right.
So I learned that when I actually started playing this business game here. You know, you need to know your game. It's like basketball.
Yeah.
I play basketball, but you
All
need
right.
to know your game. And I do swimming and I do diving.
Okay.
And that's where the balance is. I think my ethos is to balance the life.
Okay.
But yes, Wings came very natural to me. And I did put the name Wings because it comes from the butterflies that I'm wearing.
Right, okay.
Butterfly goes through a very bad stage
Yes.
first, through cocoon.
True.
And if you ever seen
True,
a
true.
cocoon, you'll see that that's ugly and it's horrendous, that view. But for me, that stage is the best stage because your grit, your determination is checked during that stage. If somebody can stand up during that stage and say, let me do this, is when you've picked up your game. And that's where most of the businesses crumble down. When I
Yes.
started Wings, I've kept it Wings because that's what gives me that liberty
Yeah.
and liberation that I can fly
Yeah.
now because I've gone through that cocoon hard stage of struggle.
Yeah.
And most of the people give up at that stage.
Yes.
During COVID, as I said, 2018, I started my business and everything started crumbling down. All the businesses were shutting down around me. And IELTS is dependent on international
Sure,
people.
yes.
I didn't have any. It was just a start. And then on top of that, during COVID, my institute got broken in. He came, this thief, he came, he picked up all my laptops and everything. And I was looking at the camera sitting at home, couldn't do anything.
goodness.
And then, but I bounced back. I'm very resilient. I'm like, that's okay. Again, another challenge. Get up, do it again. You know, fix your crown and walk like a queen.
Wonderful. So, your dad ran the same business. Was there any correlation between what your dad was delivering in India and you were a part of it? You were working there and you were an employee.
Yes.
And then those learnings really helped you in setting up this business here?
The training part, yes, but the business part I learned from brothers like you, brothers like Saurabh, my husband, my dad, my brother, my real brother who's in India. He's my business mentor.
All right.
I remember some days I used to go downstairs and cry during COVID and say, no student here, what do I do? I go through those stages and I'm very, very happy to discuss my downs and my lows because nobody wants to listen what I'm doing now and achieving now. People want to know what did I do when I was at my lowest. You know, I cried in front of him and I said, what do? I want to give up. And do you know what he said to me? He said, hang in there.
Yes.
This time will pass and
Yes.
this time will finish.
Yeah.
And you will be better. So, and I really thank him for that. And of course, men in my life, I cannot ever thank my dad, my brother, my husband, who listens to my bickering and my every day, you know, on an everyday basis. I think all the businesswomen who are here, or even men, we talk about things, you know, at home, and our people at home, they bear the brunt.
Yes.
You know, and
Yes,
I
that's very
really,
natural.
I cannot do that without them. These are my pillars.
Yes.
And my son, who's 26 years old,
All right.
can you imagine the punchlines he gives me, the positive punchlines? There are days when I go home and I go, oh my God, I really want to give up. And he says, no, you're not giving up, Mum.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, you know, you've got that nice fort around you
Yeah.
where no defeat can touch you.
Yes.
When you have men around you like
Yes.
this.
Yes.
You know, I have women around me as well who've helped me, but I cannot do this without men around me. So
No, that's interesting.
Yes.
So, friends, what Shelly is trying to say is, even though you have the shield around you, the key word or the key punchline here is hang in there. We all go through ups and downs, and nothing is easy. I always tell, people who work with me, around me, that the only time, you will have no stress is when you stop breathing, because it goes flat. You lie flat and your heartbeat goes flat, your pulse goes flat.
Yes.
That's it. Otherwise, you will always have ups and downs. And being volatile, being vulnerable is a good thing. You always take it in a positive side. That's what Shelly has done it. So, friends, if you intend to do anything in your life, you will have a rough road, but
Always.
don't give up.
Yes.
Shelly never gave up. So this was when she started her first business. How many students have you trained from 2018 till now? And what were the positives? What were the motivational things that really inspired you to do more and more and more?
Such an amazing question. I think till now on my HubSpot, on my CRM, nearly 12,000 students.
Wonderful, 12,000.
Yes, and out of that, nearly 60-70% have passed their PTE, mostly first attempt, and that is very evident in my Google reviews. 506 Google reviews, 5-star, and they come and give it very happily because the hard work that I put in. Starting a business is very easy, but I think maintaining that image in the market and that brand in the market and sustaining with the same quality that I started on first day and still keeping it is important.
Consistency is the key. So friends, consistency is the key. Anything, whether it is business, whether it is relationship, anything, starting or getting into something is very easy. Maintaining the same level of enthusiasm, I say, consistency, curiosity is what keeps the business and the relationship going. Out of 12,000, I'll tell you the reason why I asked this question. 12,000, what will be the percentage between boys and girls?
Ooh, I love that. Mostly girls.
Okay, mostly girls. This is where I come into the point and empowerment. Shelly has trained and successfully let students pass their PTE or IELTS or whatever test they give. 12,000, mostly girls, which is she has empowered international students in terms of aiding with a tool that will help them achieve their goal of permanent residency or staying here in Australia.
Nursing or university or whatever it is.
So that's
Talking
a good
about
point.
gender equality, I do apologize. Gender equality, I think unfortunately, even in this day and age, when AI is there and so much technology, especially in subcontinent, I witnessed one of my close relative had a daughter again. I'm using it myself because I want to tell you the story. This female comes next door. She says, "Chalo koi gal nahi." Next worry say. So what does this mean? "Chalo koi gal nahi." Don't forget. That's okay. Don't worry. What are you consoling him because he had a second daughter? Daughters are not consolation prizes, please. Then they are a separate entity, and they will make their own place in this world by their own powers. Whether they go through the downs or ups or whatever they are. But unfortunately, what I've seen is it's not just the men sometimes who, like you said, stereotype women in the way, but also women. I have seen a lot of females coming in my office and saying, "My mother-in-law said to me, you will clear the test," and mock at us. And I'm like, why? We need to empower each other. It's not about women pulling legs off each other. Why? Why can't you? Who stops a woman from doing something they want to do? Tell me, who stops? Can I ask my viewers, who stops? You yourself. Oh, I can't do this. I've got period. I've got lazy excuses. What is this? If you want to do something, get up and do it. You are in Australia. Why aren't you playing a sport? Why are you just going and eating in an Indian restaurant all the time and just talking? If you want to do something, you want to start a business, you want to do something, you want to do a social media, you want to achieve something, you want to do bungee jumping, go and do it. Who stops you? Oh, next time. People procrastinate. People don't put deadlines to it. So what I do is, I'll show you my diary here. My RTO, Aura, I didn't get the audit for it for a long time. I had to wait for 1.5 years for that. So in my diary, just randomly, I put a date here. Here, I'll just show you. Aura audit projected on 2nd of September. And guess when I got the call from the auditor? Can you say the date loudly?
30th.
30th of August, I got the. So you need to manifest positivity. You need to write down the deadlines on paper, because the biggest problem, not only with women, I think, with people generally, when I see everyone who walks in my office wants a 90. Why aren't they getting it? Because they don't write it on a piece of paper. By this date, build a deadline. By this date, I will get a 90. and manifest it and start working towards
Yes,
it.
yes.
What I have observed as a businesswoman is the gap between what we want to do and what we want to do is here and what we are doing currently.
Yeah.
The gap is really
big,
wide.
yes.
And we are not able to do actions and reach that goal. We kind of give up in middle.
Yeah.
And that's where people who want 90 are not able to get 90 because taking shortcuts, jugaad laga lo, not going to happen, mate. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So you have to have a deadline and you have to put it in a writing somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. No, interesting. I'll just try to summarize, friends. What Shelly is trying to say is that either you can find a way or you can find an excuse.
Yes.
So it depends on you as an individual. I and Shelly, we come from a different era. I strongly recommend, and she also equally strongly recommends, whatever it is, always write it down. Don't type it. Good old school days, we used to write it down, the goals. Put the goals on the walls. Wherever you live, maybe in the bathroom, you spend time more in bathroom, bedroom, in your car. In your car, you have the hanger.
Yeah.
So have something hanging instead of having something else. Have the goal. The reason is it gets imprinted on
In
your
there.
mind.
The way I do it, can I show you my way?
Please.
And this is how I've done my business as
Please.
well. So start of the year 2026, I have January, February, March, April. So I have that. And then I do best scenario, whatever I want the profit to be. And then I do worst scenario. This is what people avoid. They don't want to talk about worst scenario. And that's what also I've seen that mostly either men or women are under denial. Oh, I won't have a worst scenario. That's never going to happen. You will have a worst scenario. Get prepared for that. Have you written it somewhere? So I write my best scenario, this number, X number, and then worst scenario, Y number. So I'm prepared.
True.
And my worst scenario, I'm ready for that.
True.
And I do that for the whole year. Then I calculate my best scenario total amount. And I calculate my worst scenario total amount. So my total amount here, I would love to have this and have a big smiley,
Yes,
right?
yes.
But in real life, we all know that wave comes and
Yeah.
we might not be able to have a
Yes.
best scenario one year,
Yes.
maybe best scenario next year.
Yes.
Then worst scenario, if this, I am still happy.
Yes.
So that is the way I write. I have got a diary called Manifestation Diary, where I've put a date. So, for example, just in case for Aura, let's say, right? So at the moment, I've got 13 students, which is a very small number to start with, not bad at all. Everybody said to me, "Oh, you won't get a student. This is not the right time." Which is the right time, if not now?
Yeah.
Now is the right time.
Yes.
Right. So anyways, I have 13 students. So in my manifestation diary for 2027, I've written a number and I said, Aura will have these.
You will.
So I just write the number and then when I reach in 2027, in Aura, in July last year, I had written, I'll have 20 students and I had 13.
13,
So I made a bit smiley and celebrated.
Yes, of course, yes. Unless you put down things, you will never achieve.
Yeah.
It is, yes, it is good that you keep it in your mind, but always jot it down. Because when you jot it down, maybe keep it in your wallet.
Yes.
And when you open your wallet,
write in a diary or something.
Then you can see it, or keep a pocket-sized diary. Write it. Visualize, see every day. It gets into your imprinted on your mind. Wonderful.
Yes.
Logic or analogy behind the word. I love the word aura.
Yes, it is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Google reviews. All the Wings Google reviews, if you check, people have written positive aura. She's got positive aura.
All right.
People have written that and they say to me all the time that when the moment they enter my premises, there's music, there's sensory positivity going on. And I spend a lot of energy creating that positive aura here.
Yeah.
So, for example, a student is saying, or two students talking with each other, Tera nahi aaya, mera bhi nahi aaya, oh, meri bhi reading, I'm also struggling with reading, I'm also struggling. They start going in that whirlwind of negativity.
Yeah.
And if I hear that from here, I just walk there and I say, no talking aloud. I'm a bit old school that way. No talking aloud. Please focus. If you have any issues, come and talk to me here. So I don't let them talk negative here. Like I can't control people the way they, but I can control the way I react to that or I respond to that, right?
Yeah.
So I usually say to them, you know what, I'm spending so much energy. I think the whole day I'm not earning money here. I'm just creating the aura all the time. I'm trying to celebrate beautiful scores. If somebody wants 36 for their sponsorship visa, they get 37. We celebrate that. There was one PTE center, and the student who came from the center, he said, "Oh, this center only celebrates 90s." And I said, why? Every learner is a unique learner.
Yes.
And my job is not to judge you. My job is to support you.
Very well said.
So I don't judge you. I have nobody to judge. You know, I am a trainer here. I'll train you.
Yeah, yeah. How many trainers do you have in Wings?
At Wings, I've got at the moment 4 trainers.
How many girls/women?
They are mostly girls. I've got 2 men.
Okay, 2 men.
Yes.
So 50-50.
Yes.
And
Gender
how
equality
how
there.
many trainers in Aura?
Aura, I need only 1 trainer because of the ratio
Number.
of the teacher.
And who?
But
is
I
the
do
tra-
have admin.
All right. All right.
With the Aura trainer, I've got 1 supervisor who's a male and a trainer who's a female. So
Female,
equal.
wonderful, equal.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I think teaching as an industry, I personally believe, I could be wrong, women really play an important role. And obviously in other space also they play an important role, but I think teaching is something that they really contribute, judiciously, strategically, so that the kids learn.
Yes.
And I think it's a very important trait. We lack. We don't have patience. Men don't have patience, I think. But
Some
women,
men do.
Yeah.
I think my husband does.
I've
He's
met
very patient with
yes,
me.
Yes. But there are exceptions. But I think on an average, women will have more patience. They are emotionally more connected. Men at times perform at a very rational level. And that's where those traits, I think, really help in this industry, teaching industry. So we have discussed Wings, we have discussed Aura, and obviously I will want to wish you all the very best. You will have good
Thank you.
numbers. Let's talk about the theme of today's show, International Women's Day.
International Women's Day, very close to my heart. I do a video, and this time I'm humbled that you're doing a podcast with me.
Thank you so much. No, thank you.
This has
Thank you
been
for
my
agreeing.
dream, and you've made it come true.
No, thank you,
so
thank
much.
you for agreeing to come on my, at whatever small level I'm trying to do. I will ensure that, and we will strive to have more viewership of this, so that people get connected, and obviously they get to know about you, your journey, your inspiration, because I believe you're breaking barriers every single day. That's what I believe.
Thank you.
What do you think would be the ethos as per you for this day, International Women's Day?
I think the first ethos is about the mindset. So, like I said, don't put a full stop, but a comma and put a yet. So, for example, you say, I can't clear my PTE. Put a comma, put a yet, and say, but I will work towards it. So, that's first M. And the second, I think the ethos for today would be empower the next generation.
Okay.
So, as females, we need to empower our girls that, don't make excuses, period, no period, menopause, no, what is it? You know that it's coming, it's part of your body, just embrace it and move on. For women and for men, I think that just respect, and females will teach their sons, coming generation, to respect women as well, just the way they are, and give them equality.
Okay.
And then also empower each other. So I think in the last 8 years of having these businesses, I've been very I've got a great opportunity to meet women who have empowered each other.
Okay.
And I would like to take the baton and keep doing it. If there are women out there who want to start a business or struggling, remember, it's the hardest point, that cocoon stage, where if you need somebody, it's like money plant. Money plant, if you just give it a wall and it'll start climbing. You just need that wall to lean on. Yeah. And I think as a person, you can see that there are live plants all through my place, no plastic, and I'm very an environmentalist as well. Mental health, need to take care of that.
Okay.
Keep talking to people. Don't bottle in things. Just recently, we lost a very good friend of ours who's a male, and I have written a whole article on mental health among men. Why do men not talk, and they have more heart attacks? I don't know the statistics, and I'm no one to state that without looking at the scientific number, but they have more heart attacks, more suicidal impacts on their bodies and minds. I really want to advertise and advocate mental health, which means talk to people. There shouldn't be any taboo around going to a psychologist or seeking professional help. I remember a couple of years ago, you see me very strong today, but I did take one session where I had to seek professional help, and there's nothing wrong with me. I'm not mad, and that's the taboo people put on mental health. And when I seeked this professional help, this lady, she just showed me and validated that what I was doing was 100% correct. There is nothing wrong with me, and that I am very strong enough, and that my strengths are enough for me. I am just enough. I don't need to prove anybody anything.
True.
Whether there's at home or at outside, people say whatever they want to say. Keep shining.
Yes.
It's my light. If they want to create darkness, it's their problem, not mine.
True. Very well said. So what Shelly is trying to say, friends, is keep going. And if you are vulnerable, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. When we were growing up in our day and age, there was nothing like depression, or it was there, but we were not aware of it. Okay. Now people, they get shocked and surprised that depression, it's a disease. I will not say it's a disease. Like you have blood pressure, like you have anxiety, like any other thing, your body, reacts to things. So depression is also, we should embrace it. Today we're not discussing about men, but I think mostly men are misunderstood. I think so. But we are not going to discuss about that. We should be embracing, and we should be, creating that platform where the women, can climb and then show, the horn, the talent they have, and, share their dreams. So being vulnerable, it's a good thing. Please don't think that you are weak. We are not weak. If you show your emotions, that's fine. We are emotional beings. Emotion is energy in motion. That's it. Do you see any difference in terms of approach towards girls between subcontinent and Australia? Now you've been living here for such a long
Nearly
time.
20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
And you were born and raised in India. Do you see any difference how they perceive girls in subcontinent, how they perceive girls/women here?
If you're talking about my opinion, because I was raised in a family where this gender inequality was not there. We were just similar, we were equal, so I was brought up like that. And over here also, maybe my lens, my spectacles that I have is still equality, so I don't really see inequality anywhere. But if you look at the statistics, then what is happening in India, we all know why abortions are still going on. Pade likhe log, seriously, you don't know the difference between XX and XY chromosomes, and still thinking that I'm a biology student, still thinking that the girl
is responsible for.
If the girl is responsible for having a female child, and what are these elite people doing and pade likhe people doing, when they don't know that scientifically it's the man who is responsible for that chromosome XY. So let's just, empower each other with knowledge, and not just stay stereotypically that we are unequal, or we're not equal. I think equality is here. It's not in terms of showing somebody that I'm dressing beautifully or smartly, and that's why I'm liberated. My mind should also be liberated. Same with men and women. I think women need to empower themselves first, and then start looking outside. It's if somebody's stopping me or not. If they are stopping you logically, you sit down and discuss and just bring that rationale.
Okay.
But what I have observed is most of us, and with my students, the 8 years of business experience, is people stop themselves.
Okay. So do you think men have a natural advantage if they are starting out something vis-a-vis women?
In Australia?
Anyway.
I wouldn't think so personally, but I think some women might not agree with me. But I haven't witnessed much inequality, especially in Australia, to be
No,
honest.
when I say
yeah.
in starting out means you want to do something in terms of business, or you want to be in a creative profession, in terms of the confidence level, in terms of going all out and doing something, do you think women are slightly more apprehensive in
Yes.
taking that leap compared to men? Because they are men, nobody will
Absolutely.
be judging them, nobody will be asking questions. They have the freedom, whatever I say,
liberty.
liberty to do things, but women will be questioned, women will be judged. Do you think that they have, the
There
edge?
could be, yes, and I
Okay.
do see men just going out there and doing whatever they want to, and women answering and being accountable for every step that they are taking. And but again, I think the step. I don't like to discuss problems a lot. I'm a very solution-oriented person. So if we look at the solution for this, is not just with men. To be honest, I think again it's women themselves. You need to bring that liberation within yourself first.
Good point. Good point. Okay.
Because you can't keep blaming the society, men around you, to, oh, he's not letting me do this. Did you even sit down and communicate why? If you said yes and he's still saying no, or they are still saying no, then pick up a step and then gain that confidence and then seek help.
Thank you. Good point. So, friends, what Shelly is trying to say is look inward. You will find all the answers. If you want to do something, regardless whether you have people support or whatever, I think you should go for it. You will achieve that because you live once. And if an opportunity knocks, or if something crops up your mind, you want to get into something which might sound weird to the people around you, but if it satisfies you as a woman, you should go out and do it, because tomorrow you will regret. And the biggest regret is not doing things yesterday. So you will say day one, I will say one day, and I will say let's do day one. So that's the difference in terms of the thought process and mindset, which Shelly is trying to say. I think it all begins in the mind. In terms of, again, being a woman, from a subcontinent point of view, we talk about mindset. What will you advocate for the mindset to change, and from where it should change?
Within themselves.
Okay.
I think nowadays what I'm hearing, I've not been to India I'm not there, so I'm not living there, so I don't know the real culture now. But what I'm hearing in the social media and everything is that women are actually misusing the powers. Sorry, this might sound controversial, with divorces and just putting DVs on people, on men. So power is like a dynamite. You can create things out of it, and
Or
you
destroy.
can destroy things out of it. So women might be not empowered, but then they are, on the other hand, are too empowered in some ways as well.
Okay.
So if you think about it, I'm not against women getting empowered. This is all this day is about.
Yeah.
Women empowerment. But like I said again and again, I think I'm repeating it, that it all comes from here.
Yeah.
Nobody outside or external is stopping you.
Yeah.
Most of the times it's our own thinking, oh, he's stopping me. If they are, sit and communicate,
Yes.
and do it nicely. If we try to fight it, it's not going to happen. And then if it still doesn't happen, then you fight. Then you get up and then you take out banners and do whatever you want and protest. But communication, sit down and talk and be rational. If you are asking for irrational things, then nothing's going to happen.
Interesting. What Shelly is trying to say is there is a very thin line, dividing being progressive or being regressive. If you get, if you are given the baton in your hand, how do you tackle the situation? What Shelly wants to say is talk, communicate. Because when power comes, you can either be very constructive with that, or you will destroy things around you. So be very mindful and be very wise in terms of how you take those powers in your hand, and not misuse it and not destroy people's life around you. And that's the very key thing, take out coming from Shelly. So please, request you, use it in a very fruitful way, communicate, talk, sort out things. What are other things you think should be done on a regular basis that makes women feel safe in offices, at homes, on roads, everywhere?
Dress up properly.
Okay.
And dress up in a sensible way. Just don't follow the fashion just because it's fashion. First of all, I believe in a lot in being presentable.
Okay.
The first thing is people look at you, you
Yeah.
dress up, and then your body language.
Yeah.
I am a very big advocate of how your body language should be, whether you are giving an open invitation to negativity, or your boundaries with your body language. You kind of go, with your body language, you show to people that this is where you stop and this is where you come and help me. So, yes, that's what it is.
Interesting point.
It is very interesting, isn't it?
Interesting point, yeah.
And then
yeah.
Additionally, obviously, upskill yourself.
Okay.
With me, I never used Instagram, Facebook. I'm a very private person that way. But for business, I had to.
Yeah.
With this day and age, I can't not do social media. So when I was a one-man army, I used to do everything myself, prepare lessons and do social media myself. I had to. It was an uncomfortable zone.
Yeah.
You will not learn anything if you're not uncomfortable. So
Yes.
get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Do that bungee jumping that you want to do, that 50
Yeah.
meters.
The fear goes out.
Yes, you got to do it. I have started diving. I used to be so fearful of diving.
Yeah.
Now, every day, in summers, I dive. And every time I dive, can I tell you the liberation I get? That feeling of conquering that fear that I get is amazing. That just empowers you within. You don't need empowerment from outside.
Yeah.
It's just here within. And like I said, with my basketball game, there was one night when I just didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not going. I've got periods. I'm very painful. But then just packed my bags, went there like that and very tired. But once I entered the court, I don't play very good. Sorry, Michael Jordan. I'm not a good player at all.
Yeah.
But we went there, we played the game. Hey, we played it.
Yeah. Wonderful.
We lost the
Wonderful.
game. Who cares?
Yeah.
I don't care. It's my body that I'm working on.
Yeah.
So physical, keep yourself physically and mentally fit.
Okay.
You are in Australia. If you don't play sports, why are you even here?
Okay.
Do something.
Yeah. So you raised a very important point. It's a very touchy point. Dress well. I have a different take on that. Can I say?
Yes, go on. This is where the empowerment will come.
Why don't we teach the boys to look at something?
Change the lens.
That it's a body part.
Yes. Change the lens.
So we all have body parts.
But again, this is the mother's job and the parent's job, mother or father, to teach their sons. To change the lens, what are you looking at and how do you look at it respectfully?
Yeah. Why don't we look at faces?
Yeah, and expressions and body language. Yes.
And I think to the same point, I told my daughter when my daughter was growing up, and when she had her first periods, I was the one who went and bought pads for her. I took my daughter.
I want you to say that loudly because I want men not to go under denial with this. And again, this is what women empowerment is.
It's very common.
But men don't even want to say those words. And again, this is not equality. You have you have two women at home, your wife, your daughter.
Yes.
You have seen them going through these hard times, and you are the one who's going to support them.
Yes.
And so that dignity that you have as a father. You can see that in your daughter as well, that you've brought in her and then in your son, that respect that you've given them. Talking about pads, talking about periods, what is wrong with it?
Yes.
There is nothing wrong in it.
It's organic, it's natural.
It is natural. And I tell my daughter, you have periods, put your pad on, heal yourself, put it there and go for work. It is every month it's going to come. Don't make excuses in front of me in my periods. Girls, when they come here also, I didn't come in the class because I had my periods. Yes, if it's very bad, stay at home, rest up. But if it's doable, it's something that happens every month. You should be used to it.
Yes.
And just carry on with your life. Why make excuse of period and not do things which you do? I told you when I played my basketball, that was my first day of periods. That's most painful.
Yes.
even give,
Yeah.
at all. I don't care about it. I just go there, be uncomfortable. I don't think
Yeah.
we can learn anything if we are not uncomfortable.
Yeah. In fact, to what Shelly was saying, I have two examples, two analogies. We'll not talk about my daughter because it's all about you and womanhood.
No, but your daughter is a woman,
no.
is a, I'm sure,
So,
beautiful young woman.
what Shelley said, dress moderately, dress well, because that's the thing in your stride, in your control. How people look at you is not in your control. That's outside of your control.
Yes.
I will just say that if you want diamond, you have to go deep inside the mountains. It's not available at the surface level. So that is again a very positive side of dress moderately. And I'm writing a quote. I will put it on social media that high value items are always in a vault. Cheap products are up for display. So I'm writing this, it just came to my mind. So please don't misunderstand. We all, when we have to go for swimming, we will wear clothes for swimming. So when we
Yes.
have to go for meetings, if you're going for a party, yes. So you have to understand the situation and then accordingly, wear clothes. So Shelley is saying, dress moderately, dress well, because that's in your control.
Be presentable.
Be presentable.
Nobody's going to look at you if you're not presentable.
Yes, and we all men, including me, we should look at faces. So I humbly request, please don't misunderstand, humbly request, it's all about International Women's Day. We should look at faces. That's it, because that's where the talking happens.
Yes.
If you don't look at faces, you're not talking then.
Correct.
There's no communication happening, and it's all about communication. How can we integrate or use social media to bring more awareness about Women's Day, and especially in not the main cities, like other countries where you have second tier cities, third tier cities, villages? How do you think we should?
Stories.
Okay.
Tell stories. I have a group where they're celebrating Women's Day, eating food at a restaurant and doing dance. That's all good, great, beautiful, well done. But I think what we need to do is find out the stories, how that cocoon became a butterfly. So that story of metamorphosis, which is a biological word for that change, that transformation, like you said, in villages, must be a woman or a lady who's there, who has helped in some way or other and brought that empowerment in the village in some way or other. Let's listen, put this mic in front of her and let her tell her story.
So you mean to say there are comparatively less heroic stories about women?
I guess so. I'm not a person to say about that because, again, I like to base things on statistics. So I can't say yes or no to that. But women should come up, like you said.
Yes.
They need to come up in the frame and they need to come in front of that mic and talk about their story. Tell that struggle. Nobody wants to listen how you achieved. Nobody wants to listen to Indra Noori, how she became the CEO. Nobody wants to listen to all these high achievers. What are you doing now? I want to listen, what were you doing when you were at your lowest rock bottom? What did you do that day? Did you call somebody? Did you go to a psychologist? Did you write a diary? Did you make a journal? Did you have a coffee with a friend? Did you cry? Who helped you then? Who pulled you up then? That is my question on social media. I would like everybody on this YouTube to put in the comment, maybe tell me when you were struggling as a lady, as a woman, how did you get up? How did you hang in there? Who helped you? What helped you? How did you do it?
So friends, good thing. If you can please, whoever will watch this, if you can just put down in comments that when you were down and out, see, that's where your mentality, that's where your vulnerability, that's where your positivity, that's where your manifestation. I can use adjectives and good English words, but that's where in totality, it takes you for you to yourself lift and with the support of well-wishers around you, maybe you will have just one well-wisher, two, doesn't matter, regardless, it's not about the number. You have somebody, when you were struggling, and if your phone didn't ring, then you know. There's a saying in English, I think, which says that when you are doing good, everybody knows you. When you are down and out, you know your friends.
Yes.
So it's very simple things, simple logical things. I think we all are human beings. We should make it our motto to support each other. We should be good with each other. We should help each other, because that's what matters.
We are human beings.
We are
That's what
human
we're
beings.
supposed to do.
There are two types of people in this world. One are called givers. The others are called takers. Takers eat well. Givers sleep well. Now you decide which side of the stride you want to be. Money, wealth, all those things is nothing. When you stop breathing, it will all remain here. Your good deeds, people will talk about good deeds. When you are driving, whether it is a most expensive car or it is an economical car, God forbid you meet up with an accident, people won't say that you got saved because you were driving an expensive car. People will say your deeds were good. He or she got saved because the deeds were good. So there are small things. Please, when you watch Shelly's video, she's inspiring so many women around her, in her life, in the society, in Australia, across the globe. Please put down your thoughts. The day you were down and out,
What did you do?
what did you do? How did you get up? So Muhammad Ali, I think there is a quote which says that that most dangerous person is not who has fallen in the court, but the most dangerous person is, despite he's fallen down, he's getting up and fighting back. So I
Yes.
think these are the kind of things which should inspire not only women but everybody on planet Earth.
Absolutely.
Any other take in terms of office, business, corporate world? Do you think there is still a disparity between women and men?
Like I said, I haven't experienced myself, which
Okay.
is maybe my lens is different.
Yeah.
And I always look at the positive side. It's
Yeah.
my problem.
Yeah.
I'm super optimistic.
Yeah.
But we do hear stories of disparity at work, especially the sexual molestation at work. Something happened with me as well when I was in college. So I can say that yes, men, especially when there are vulnerable females, teenagers or females who are up to something, they want to do something, and then men know that agenda and then they try to misuse it, same things like those could happen to lots of women. Just say it loudly, with social media, you've got a voice. You can do whatever you want, but don't misuse that voice as well. I'm very...
Yes.
you
There's
need
a
to
thin
create
line
a
dividing.
balance
Yeah.
between that, using that voice, and we hear false stories of DV. Why you are blaming some innocent men out there. So that's misuse again. But yes, if you are actually getting exploited or molested, or pick up your voice and do it at the right stage, right place. There are lots of forums that help you. There are lots of helpline calls. Use that and use some professional help if you have to. There's nothing wrong. There shouldn't be any taboo for mental health. I cannot put a lot of significance on mental health. I cannot do it enough. How important mental health is. I might look very physically fit because I play basketball and I do diving and I do swimming, but if my mental health is not good, it is equivalently bad. It's not that good. So you need to get it healed. You need that healing, and you need positive aura of people, both with men and women. Also, I would like to signify the environment. As you can see, there's no plastic flowers here or plastic plants. I have no plastic usage of cups and plates and spoons, anti-plastic, because if you watch Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs, there's a big landfill mountain that's getting bigger and bigger. That's what we're creating when we're using plastic, and we are contributing to it. I also am very passionate about how our bodies are going to be used when we die. So there's something called as burials, organic burials, where they make a human seed pod, and you can choose a plant of your own, and it becomes a tree after you're dead. So I'm very much into these things. I don't know if people might find it revolutionary, but it is something that's been happening in my mind for 10 years, especially when I started business. I think starting a business and learning all these things after struggles, it just empowers you within.
Yeah.
And you have all those thoughts in your head that you want to implement in your life.
Yeah.
And you can implement them because
Yeah.
you are powerful.
Yeah, yeah. No, very good, very good. The point you were saying that obviously you have not witnessed, but you think there is a disparity. How do we make it parity? What things, as per your viewpoint, should be implemented by the society, by organizations where both are equal?
Obviously, it should start from the laws, from Parliament, where if some problems are identified in terms of disparity, there should be laws of equality, and then those laws should be properly implemented. And women should know about their rights and what they can do and what they can't do.
So, good point that
Yeah.
laws should be implemented and women should be informed about these are your rights, blah, blah, blah. So, the day we have International Women's Day, is it only about celebrating and not doing anything? This is what you feel has been happening in this world?
I think women empowerment is a moment-to-moment thing.
Yes.
It is not a one-day thing.
Yes.
You empower yourself every
Yeah.
day, every
Yeah.
moment. The moment you have conquered your own fears of, oh, I want to start my own business and I want to run it successfully, and you take that leap, you are empowered.
Yeah.
So it's not a one-day thing. 8th March, Women's Empowerment Day. It's a continuous improvement thing.
So, do you think more reforms should come into place for International Women's Day? More awareness should be created in terms of what their rights are. If, God forbid, something goes wrong, they should,
What are the helplines?
the helplines, and they can approach these people or those
Absolutely, those helplines should be there, and women should know that I can go there or I can seek help there.
Yeah, but I think, do you think now is it happening or?
I think it's
nothing?
happening more with social media. I
It's
think women
happening
are getting empowered.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. No need to sit at home and just sit there and tolerate.
All right.
You can pick up
All
your
right.
voice and talk to the right people.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think fighting doesn't help unless you
Yeah.
are empowered here.
Yes, yes.
You need to do it logically and
Yeah.
communicatively, like I
True,
said. And
true.
if it doesn't happen, then go out and do it.
True. Because the key point you mentioned was your outlook might come across as you are fit, you're fine, you are healthy. But how sick you are mentally.
Mentally, yes.
That's the most important thing. And most of the things which happen under the sky on this planet, in this world, is not because physically they are sick mentally. And that's where those kind of unfortunate things happen by both sexes. But yes, we need to have a lot of brainstorming, a lot of counseling that our mental part is clear, is pure, it's holy, so that we start approaching each and every individual, not only individuals but animals, plants, in a nice way, in a polite way, in a respectful way. 3 golden words I taught, let me not say my thing, 3 golden words we should be taught in school: please, sorry, thank you. I think we have forgotten that. I think the language has changed on social media. So I think respect towards each other, respect towards women, mothers, sisters. We had friends who were girls, wives, daughters. I think a man changes when he's got daughter in his hands.
Absolutely.
The joy, the enthusiasm. When you see a daughter growing in front of you, I don't know, I could be wrong. You you could be the right person to validate this statement. I think a daughter's first hero
Is the dad.
is a dad.
Yes, absolutely.
Be the right role model.
100%.
Encourage her every single day. Don't just play a part because it's a title being a dad. Don't play the title. Play the role.
Tell her to conquer her fears.
Yes. Make her equally strong as your son. You know, we all come from a cricket loving nation. When men's cricket team wins a World Cup, we celebrate hard, big. I think last year or some months ago, women's cricket
yeah.
team won the World
And
Cup.
how good was that celebrated?
Yeah. So why this
Disparity.
disparity? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't have the answers, to be honest. I'm a very small person. At the beginning of the podcast, I said, very small, haven't contributed nothing on planet Earth. But through this media, through Shelly's words, through Shelly's thought process, I will make a humble request to make it parity, to make it equal, empower, give them the right opportunities, give them the right words. I will, whether you want to stand next to you, I will say stand behind them and
I think
support them.
stand with us. That's
Yeah.
it.
So
yeah, equal.
you will get that satisfaction that you help somebody achieve their goals, and that's the best feeling. If you don't eat one day, that's fine, but go to sleep with that satisfaction that today I helped somebody and she achieved that. That's the best feeling. Get into that theta mode before you slip into your dreams. That was the thing. Those moments should be captured and advertised on social media. So create a movement on social media. Let everyone help whoever they know in terms of women or girls, at least small bits, and that can become a movement.
Yes, absolutely. Shine up, girl. You go and shine.
Last concluding words. If somebody, because the question I had asked you was, you have empowered international students in Australia. You have held their hands where nobody was trying to help them. Because I know I'm in education and migration. Language is so important for them to achieve their goals. And you are playing such a critical role in terms of hand-holding them, empowering them, bringing them up to speed so that they achieve that and they stay in Australia. And language is one of the things where they have to be superior so that they can talk. We come from multi-language country, but there are some countries where they speak language. If somebody wants to get in touch with you, where can they get in touch with you? How can they get in touch with you? And if there is any collaboration, maybe if you're looking at opening branches in Sydney, Melbourne, Perth, Darwin, Adelaide, you can look at business partners. Use this platform to expand your business.
Thank you.
And let's create a movement where we have more women achievers.
Absolutely.
We can have Women Achievers Award also.
Yes,
so
let's
those
do
kind
that.
of things, thinking out of the box. But on this platform, in terms of your business, Wings and Aura, if you can just share more details so people can get in touch with you.
Just Google us on Wings Education. You will find my 504 Google reviews or maybe more, 5-star Google reviews, and also find us on Aura Education on Google. We are also on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And before we conclude, a final thing. How are you going to celebrate International Women's Day?
I'm going to watch my own podcast.
Wonderful, wonderful. And you can also try and promote on your social media because
Absolutely.
you have a good
100%.
following on your social media handles. Yeah. So friends, I hope today's was different. We all talk about business hero. When I use the word business hero, I never thought of
Heroine.
an individual. For me, a hero could be a man
Or a female.
hero could be a woman.
Yes.
Shah Rukh Khan, if I am not wrong, started a trend saying that my heroine's name should appear first in the titles and then my name. He is a great example, such a motivational speaker, such an inspiring personality. Likewise, Shelly,
Oh.
can we can we start a movement? For me, hero is regardless a man and a woman. What Shelly, I've seen her closely. We have known each other for a long time. We don't speak. It's my mistake. I'm pretty bad in calling people and responding to people. It's my mistake. I announce on digital footprint. She is an inspiration. The things she has achieved. I've been to her house. I've met Arvind, good friend of mine, intelligent person, chartered accountant. I can proudly say every individual can achieve what Shelly thought and how she executed. It's just a matter of executing your things. In my viewpoint, I've always told Shelly, she's a real business hero. Salute to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I wish you all the very best. I hope wings, can I say that?
Yeah.
Okay. I believe in a thing that a mind and a parachute only works when they're open. So let Shelly be the wind beneath the wings.
Yes.
Let everyone soar high. I use the word soar because you can soar. Transcend boundaries. Make a mark for yourself. Keep watching Business Hero. Thank you so much. I love you all. Salute to womanhood. Salute to all the mothers, all the wives, daughters, sisters, everyone around you. Keep them safe. Make them feel as safe as houses. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank
yeah,
you.
Thanks for having me.
I think it was good.